Good morning once again to all grade 6 and to my dear parents. This time, I have created separate video on adding and subtracting simple fractions and mixed numbers with regrouping. Okay, once again, our topic for this morning is about adding and subtracting simple fractions and mixed numbers with regrouping. Fractions are very important in our day-to-day living. Whatever we do daily is just a portion of our task or goals on that day. Unconsciously, you are adding parts of your finished task. Fractions are similar if they have the same denominator. It is dissimilar if they have different denominators. Okay, so this time let us have a review first on finding LCM and LCD. So be careful our direction on your notebook. Write the LCM and LCD on the following fractions. For letter A, we have 1 over 5 and 3 over 10. For letter B, 3/4 and 5 over 7. For letter C, 7 over 8 and 2 over 9. For letter D, 6 over 11 and 1 over 3. And letter E, 9 over 15 and 1 over 4. Always remember when we add or subtract similar fractions, simply add or subtract the numerators and copy the common denominator. Then simplify the resulting fractions if necessary. When the sum or difference is an improper fraction, change it to mixed number. And now we have a situation. Your friend is sick. You want to visit her or him in their house. You want to bring something upon visitation. What are the things that you might be brought to him or her? How are you going to prepare these things? This time, we are now on the development of the lesson. So consider our directions, study the given situations, and answer the questions that follow. For situation number 1, Berto visits a sick friend named Rodrigo. He brought some fruits to him. These are 1 and 1/2 kilograms pineapples, 1 and 3/4 kilogram mangoes, and 1 and 1/8 guavas. How many kilograms did he both in all? Rodrigo found out that 2 and 1/2 kilograms of fruits brought were ripe. How many kilograms of fruits are still unripe? Okay, now you may ask, is there a step to be followed when we are adding dissimilar fraction? Yes, we have the steps. So we have our step number 1, rename dissimilar fraction using LCD. So where is now our dissimilar fraction? So in this case, we have 2 and 3/4 and 1 and 1/8. So what is the LCD? Of course, if we get the multiple of 4 and 8, the LCD is equivalent to 8. Then, for our step number 2, add the numerators. So, after we rename, this is our numerators. We have 6 and 1. So, the sum is 7. Then, add the whole numbers. Our whole numbers is 2 and 1. So, we have positive 3. Then for our step number 3, write the sum of the numerators over the common denominators. So the sum of numerators here is 6 plus 1, you have 7. and the common denominators is 8. And for step number 4, rename or group if necessary. So this time, no need to rename or group. And for the step number 5, change your answer to lowest term if possible. So at this point, 3 7 over 8 is in simplest form. So it is considered as final. Okay, so this time you are now on our guided practice, learning task number 2. This is our directions. Add or subtract the following. Reduce your answer in lowest terms when needed. For letter A, 1 6 over 12 plus 2 and 4 over 9 plus 2 and 2 thirds. And for letter B, 3 and 1 fourth minus 1 and 1 half. For letter C, 5 over 20 plus 7, 9 over 10. And next, we have letter D, 5 and 1/6 minus 2 and 3/4. And for letter E, 19, 3 over 7 plus 15 over 11. Okay, so how do we add or subtract dissimilar fractions with regrouping? Remember, to add or subtract dissimilar fractions with regrouping, change dissimilar fraction to similar fractions before adding or subtracting them. Then, add or subtract numerators. Next, write the sum or difference over the common denominators. And with mixed forms, add or subtract the fraction first, then the whole numbers, followed by add or subtract the results. Then, reduce to lowest terms when needed. Okay, so now for application, we have the learning task number 3. This is our directions. Perform the indicated operations. Write your answer in your notebook. For letter A, 2 and 1 fourth plus 3 and 1 half minus 2 and 1 third. For letter B, 3 and 2 over 5 minus 3 fourths plus 5 and 1 half. For letter C, 2 fifths plus 6 3 over 7 minus 2 and 2 thirds. And for letter D, 2 4 over 5 plus 7 and a half minus 1 and 3/4. And for letter D, 6 and 2 over 5 plus 3 and 1/8 plus 2 thirds. For the assessment, we have learning task number 4. Direction, find the sum or difference, write your answer in a sheet of paper. Express your answer to its simplest form. For letter A, 2 and 1 half minus 1 and 2 thirds. For letter B, 4 and 2 thirds minus 1 fourth. For letter C, 1 half plus 2 and 3 over 5. For letter D, 1 half plus 1 third plus 1 fourth. And for letter E, we have 3 and 3 over 10 plus 2 and 3 over 5 plus 2 and 1 fourth. This is our references. K to 12 Grade 6 Curriculum Guide, RBEC, Grade 6 Lesson Plan, 2003 edition. Lesson 60/61, page 243 to 246/247 up to 249. And we have now our fraction quotes. A man is like a fraction whose numerator is what he is, and whose denominator is what he thinks of himself. The larger the denominator, the smaller the fraction, according to Leo Tolstoy. Thank you and happy schooling, grade 6, Berry.